Good evening, everybody. It's great to have you here. I am Michael Thomas. I am the founder and inventor of the Halo system. And that was almost 20 years ago. In fact, maybe it was almost 21 years ago. I'm losing track of time a little bit here. Working hand in hand with chiropractors for the first few years of this whole project, I originally intended to do a miracle relief, either gel or lotion or spray, that one could apply and see marked reduction in pain, which would be analgesic, or anti-inflammatory swelling reduction. And as I was working on this solution at the lab bench, the idea hit me, what if I fired high energy light photons through the vials of, like if I took a cosmetic vial and filled it with this fluid and shone a light through it, high energy, theoretically, the light photon should be able to pick up the vibrational harmonics of the botanicals, medicinal mushrooms, etc., in this botanical blend and carry that energy at the speed of light, 186,000 miles per second, into the body. How would the body react? And so I raced out and got myself some lasers, a couple of pointer pen lasers at Radio Shacks. I didn't know anywhere else to go at that time. The chemistry I had, was working on, but as far as lasers and light development, I'd never really worked in that before. So I got a couple of lasers and I went home and rubber banded glass vials, cosmetic vials of that solution I was working on to the end of that pointer pen, and I shone it on my hand, which I, had a mild form of arthritis from being in martial arts and hitting bricks and blocks and boards and stuff like that when I was significantly less intelligent and younger. That goes hand in hand. So anyway, I would not hit things and subject myself to lifelong aches and pains, especially when it gets cold, which it is tonight. But nonetheless, I noticed something really unique. It didn't reduce the pain at that point, but what it did was it felt like someone had magically gone in there and lubricated the joints of my hand. It felt like I was the Tin Man and the Wizard of Oz, and I was oiled. And I thought, wow, I've never felt anything like this before. And that's where Halo really started all those many, many, many years ago. Well, I thought, I need more power. And so I went online and sourced much more powerful, significantly more powerful lasers. And subsequently, I tested all lights, in other words, violet, blue, orange, red, green, infrared, yellow, white. And I tested that for 2 years side by side with each other. And I arrived at the point after all that violet was by far the most effective for transmitting the harmonic frequencies of these botanicals. And many people ask me, well, why did you do violet? Well, short form, there's your answer, because I tested all different frequencies of light to come up with what worked the best. Over time, then, I developed a system that was absolutely fantastic at pain reduction and inflammation reducing. And we would see results, even with people that had chronic pain from slips and falls. They slipped on ice. This was in Minnesota back in the day. Or they fell down the stairs, or they fell off a ladder, or they'd been involved in car accidents, whatever, or lifted something the wrong way that was far too heavy. Chronic pain for years. And we'd shine the light on that area, and anywhere from 7 seconds to about a minute and a half, the person was pretty much pain-free. And what we learned is that the light and the botanicals, or the frequencies that were being transmitted to the body, were able to go in and reset the neuron, because even though the area had healed many years prior in most cases, the neuron or the nerve, the cell, kept sending out pain signals and wouldn't stop sending pain signals. And this light system reset it and stopped the pain nearly instantly or very quickly. And there was never pain ever again in that area. We observed incredible results in analgesic or pain reduction and anti-inflammatory or swelling reduction. And that's where the system started. And then doctors started saying, wow, that's really impressive and tremendous results. My patients love it. I love it. And it's enabled me to be a much more effective practitioner. And then they said, well, if you did that, what else can you do? You know, can you do anything for diabetes? Can you do anything for COPD? Can you do anything for mental challenges, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's? Along the way, I developed a system that blossomed out to over 300, and as the last count was 340, 350 vials. And it got to the point that doctors loved what they could do, but it was too cumbersome. And then the doctor said, hey, we love it. And along the way, and I'm going to stop the story at that point, along the way, I thought, wow, you know, I was reading some articles that talked about water memory, and specifically that a drop of water could hold infinite memory and would be used for, you know, state-of-the-art new computer systems that were being developed. And I thought, wow, if water has a memory and I shone the light onto that water molecule, would it then retain, or would it grab those vibrational harmonics and a person could literally drink their therapy? And I thought, well, if I'm going to do this with water, what water do I want to do it with? And so I started studying and researching diligently different forms of water. And after a lot of research and a lot of reading, a lot of papers on water, I came up with the feeling that double helix water was by far the absolute best. And it's way too complex to get in the reasoning for that, but being like a DNA strand, that double helix water, it brings molecules into a tighter compaction, and it's able to hold virtually limitless memory. And so it could take all the harmonics from virtually any vial system that you wanted to put into it. You drink your therapy, and as I started working with doctors, we noticed that the body would take what it needed on an empirical level. In other words, what is the most pressing need the body has? And the body would address that. The light device, hitting it in the, you know, in the world of quantum energy, you're getting those vibrational harmonics at 186,000 miles per second. And by drinking the water and having the water discharge the energies into the cell, you're getting it in about what would take, say, 7 to 30 seconds with a vial, might take 5 to 6 minutes by drinking the water. But we were seeing the same results. And I thought, this is awesome. And so I added a vial, the WS, or water structure, to the Halo system, and then started telling doctors, hey, this is what I'm finding you can do with water. You can literally drink your therapy. And so back then, I said, you know, this is a two-pronged attack. You can drink the water. You can do a direct light treatment. You know, you can always do it sublingual, up the nose, the ears, palms of hands, bottom of feet, directly on the site of any challenge. And that's 50% now, because the other 50% was water. Over time, I realized you can get the same results faster with the system directly, but you're going to get those same results by drinking the structured water. So therefore, it's really not 50-50, it's 100-100. I thought, I like that. Now I've doubled everything. I'm up to 200% effectivity. We then move on to the system vials in the Halo system, alphabetically. CBD. I've taken the stress reduction system from the Ageless series. I added even more botanicals to it, medicinal mushrooms, and I put into it the highest grade CBD that, in my opinion, can be sourced. It's non-psychoactive. And therefore, one of the questions we get is, well, if I use the CBD, am I going to test positive, for marijuana in my system? Absolutely not whatsoever. So anyway, back to the CBD. When you look at what CBD and the stress reduction system does, 90% of medical conditions or disease come from being absolutely stressed out. It's all stress related. And what you need to do is you need to de-stress yourself. Your anger, your rage or sadness, despair, maybe feelings of self-destruction, or fear or lack of empowerment. This is where the CBD system comes in, and besides, it has all the benefits of the stress reduction and CBD. So CBD is great for pain reduction, all forms of pain, be it neural pain, oral cavity pain, migraine headaches, joint pain, arthritis, sciatica, carpal tunnel, plantar fasciitis, gout, inflammation. It's amazing at reducing or eliminating those challenges. And what it does is, and I need to be very clear on this, that what Halo does is it gives your body the energies, and the body is the healing machine, not the halo. Your body is the healing machine, and it takes these wonderful harmonics and uses them as it needs them to accomplish what the body needs to, from the very most important thing it needs to address on down. If your body does not need the harmonic, it simply diffuses it. And so you've got a lot of things going on with the CBD that are so beautifully de-stressing. Now, as a result of the stress that you feel the world or even yourself has put yourself through, you've really hammered your immune system. You've compromised it tremendously, and that's what we're seeing in life. And that's what doctors are diagnosing very clearly, that when you're stressed out, immediately your immune system tanks. And that's why you need the DF or defense system, because it has the herbs, botanicals, medicinal mushrooms that strengthen the immune system, and it harmonizes intercellular communication and cellular proliferation. So it normalizes the cell function. As Larry's mentioned many times on our talks, that there are open cells and closed cells. And there's nothing else that I'm aware of that you can do that's going to permeate a closed cell and help repair that cell, except for harmonic energies, or, as we say, quantum energy, which is what's emanating from the Halo system. And then when you drink the structured water, it has the ability to permeate open and closed cells, as well as carry those harmonics in. And so it helps alleviate a lot of different challenges, but the main thing it's there for is to strengthen the immune system. And so a lot of things that were individual vials in the past, again, have been combined into defense. The next one, okay, now that we've de-stressed ourselves and we're feeling much, much, much clearer and mentally focused and tremendously de-stressed, and we're starting to build our immune system back up and strengthen it, then we go to the neural network, which is the mind and the nerves of the body. And so working with the MD, which stands for mind, we're increasing our mental focus, our memory enhancement. It helps you overcome opiate addiction, obsessive compulsive disorder, caffeine addiction. And again, it works with the CBD in stress management, and it gives you what I call emotional intelligence. It gives you the ability to start to rise in your overall ability to focus your mind and get yourself back on track and get rid of that depression, get rid of that bipolar, get rid of that dementia and many other things. Autism, neural regeneration is so powerful with the MD harmonics, and it helps situations such as multiple sclerosis, ALS, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, ringing of the ears, tinnitus, neurological lesions, and overall nerve connectivity, because the body needs to communicate with itself. The next one, when I talk about the number of vials that were in that massive system, well over 300 plus vials, those have been condensed down into, over a number of years, one vial. And that's the MT, or multi-therapy. And I also refer to that as the Michael Thomas signature. That is my signature work. So as healthcare professionals said, can you give us as few vials as possible to work with as many situations to give the body those harmonic energies? There you go. It's the MT. So if our excellent customer support people were gone for the day or the weekend, which they are, and you can't get through to anybody, you're not sure what to do, and Larry's off water skiing, then what you're going to need to do is just go to the MT. If it's not brain related, if it's not, something that's pain or swelling or whatever, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the MT. Almost anything that you'd want to work with is contained in the MT, except the specialized vials I've already talked about. So, and this makes it so much faster to charge an incredible amount of harmonic energies in your halo water. Nothing comes remotely close to what the MT can do lightning quick, or truly at the speed of light. The last vial in the series is the Ultimate Viral, which might as well be called Ultimate Anti-Pathogenic System, because if you have virus, yeast, mold, bacteria, fungus, anything of that type, any type of pathogenic invader, and you have it, and either you self-diagnosed or your doctor diagnosed, and now something has slipped past your possibly at the time weakened immune system, what you want to do is you want to go to the UV, and you're going to want to put those harmonics into your body and start addressing to help your body have the harmonic energies it needs to be able to fight off pathogen invaders. That's where you go. And if you know that you have something, it's real easy. Use the UV to, like I say, it's like an elephant gun hunting a mouse, and use the DF to strengthen the immune system. Use them together. Here's the easy part. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to use. Use them all. It doesn't take very long to take all the vials I just talked about, 5, and put those harmonic energies into water. When you're dealing with Larry's amount of water, 7 to 10 seconds is enough to structure it, and 7 to 10 seconds per vial, boom, and you've got a day's worth of water. And technically, we're talking harmonic treatment with the absolute most powerful living water that you can find. And the Halo system is absolutely amazing. And the beautiful thing, especially to us people that are pushing a little more years behind us, like I say, it's not the age, it's the mileage. You need energy. And that's what you're going to find first and foremost. Drinking your Halo water is a absolute beautiful flow of energy and mental clarity. And those make a complete difference in your life. They do in mine, they do in Larry's, and unless you're drinking what we're drinking, you don't have the energy and the mental clarity that we do. So it's a beautiful thing, and Halo is designed to help you lead a higher quality of life. That's why we're here.